Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jersey and today we are back with another Palia plot and house tour. And today we are on the plot of Mai. So Mai has created, as you can see on the title, an enchanted forest. And already, we landed like always. We haven't moved. We just spanned the camera just a little because that's what we want to see, right? We want to take that first feel. And as you can tell, it is a forest, guys. We have a forest. We got the beautiful new plot that was selected that I think is a perfect fit for this theme that is the enchanted forest. So I really like it. And one of the other things that I like, every time people pick this plot, you guys know that one of my favorite things is how they do the composition, especially with the mountain in the background. And look at this one. The trees are so full, you only see a little bit of the mountain, but at the same time, it's a forest, right? So it goes completely with the vibe. Now, don't forget that if you're watching this right here, right now, don't forget that you can go and visit it yourself. This one is up for this week. So pay attention on the date that it was uploaded this video. And if you're still in that week, then you can come and visit it yourself and see it, because sometimes it makes a big difference when you see it in person. But we're here today and we're visiting an enchanted forest. Now, absolutely amazing work with the trees, right? When people create forests, right? This is not symmetry. This is not making this tree over here and duplicate it on the other side. Sometimes you can do that, like in the very front over here. We got a beautiful symmetry when it comes to the big white trees, as you can see, making that entrance so you can put the lights, so then you can put the fountain, so you can kind of lead you. So you can see kind of it leads you like this and leads you to the walkway. So yeah, sometimes you're gonna do this, but as you can see, right behind on this tree over here, you get a cluster of tree. Now behind on this one, you don't get the same time. And that's how you create a beautiful forest. It's not about the duplication or having the same tree. They can still even be in the same, but when you mix and match the trees, you truly create that beautiful forest feeling, right? But as you can see, we're gonna start walking it. Now, one of the other things that we want to talk about is these beautiful lamps right down here on the walkway. What a beautiful way to do it. And look, it's done with the building block. What a excellent way to bring a new idea, because to me, this is brand new. In a walkway, this hanging lamps with building block. Now, I think that is brilliant. I think that is so unique and a first for me on seeing this being done in this particular way. And it does give you that feel of enchantment, just having these lamps kind of like hanging on the tree. So, and it feels like they're hanging from the trees, right? And that's one of the most clever things that I see, the way it's being done with the building blocks, as you can see, that we're gonna get closer so you can really take a good look at it. But let's talk about the entrance, right? Because these tours are not just about just to look and to see what is being done, but also to talk about it, right? To discover the design and how you can be inspired what other people have done and bring it. And don't forget that as we tour, to take those screenshots so you can have them in your phone, in your iPad, in your tablet, or in your PC, so you can reference that later. Okay, so as you can see, we got a beautiful walkway. And again, this beautiful entrance and walkway fits the style. It's an enchanted forest, nothing too elegant. There is not like this fancy fence. It's all the wood. A lot of the division and natural fence is being created by the trees and the forest. So that's the first thing that you start noticing, right? Is that detail right there. Now, we have a beautiful color palette. We got the purple, we got the blue, and the accent of yellow that I think it really elevates the color palette. Now, when you look at the back, the palette starts changing a little bit and they start adding this extra pink. And I like that. And again, it goes really great with the color palette that is going on here. The way we flow is really spectacular. Now, we want to talk about real quick about these lamps right here that are mixed with the three. I think this is really clever. I think now this is an idea that I think a lot of you are gonna start imitating and liking and adding. So as you can see, we got the building blocks over here. You see it, it's just a pillar. Then we put the little plank on the top, and then you can hang the lights, and it's hidden within the trees. And at the same time, the little building block pillars are also blending with the trees. So it's such a great illusion that you can put it depending on the height that you want. So that is alone already such a win-win of form of inspiration. Now we got the beautiful planks, as you can see as well. We got lanterns, we got little terrariums with the bugs, and you can see how we in the middle we get this highlight of orange now. So you get this orange look right here that is really well. It goes great with the transition and gives you that little separation from the green, so it makes it feel like you got more of a walkway. Sometimes when you do it all green, it kind of blends, so you lose it a little bit. So adding this little highlights, let's call them highlights of orange, can really elevate the design. So really great job when it comes to that. So as you can see, we have one way to go one side. The path will lead you to one way, and then when you look through the forest, we got another one here, another pathway, and look at this. It's a dense forest, and I really liked it because it really makes you wonder what's over there, what's gonna happen. You know, it's a really great job again making forests, and that's something that I really want you to take a look at if this is something that you want to do in the future, is how they layer the trees. And I would recommend for you to actually come over here too, check out this plot today. Okay, so we get to the very front of the house, and as you can see, it has that cottage, that forest house building look. Love the wallpaper on the outside with a little purple. It really fits with the color palette that's going on here. Again, as we spin the camera, you can start seeing again that the forest is very dense. You can barely see through it, so that makes it even more enchanted, more magical, right? But then we get these beautiful corners right here. We get this beautiful fountain, also elevated by building blocks. We get the beautiful lights, and we get the beautiful porch decorated with a lot of the items. We get a lot of plants. Look at the little archway, just adding that little extra touch. That way it doesn't feel like it just ends and you can fall off, so that makes it feel a little more enclosed. And same thing over here, we got a lot of the greenery, and I like this idea of putting this little cabinet on the outside. You don't see that very often, especially in the front of the house. But I think in a build like this, that is all about the forest, all about the nature, and all about the wood, I think it's actually like very clever. You know, some people do in porch put like wardrobes or cabinets, you know, especially if you live out in the country. So I think this is actually a very cool move, and maybe more people will be inspired by it. Okay, so as the pathway leads you, right, we got this beautiful fountain here, but then we got this one too. Look at how beautiful this again is, well decorated. Again, we get the building block pillars, so you can get the top, so you can get the plank, blend it with the tree. And I think this is the trick again, is how you put it with the tree to make the illusion. That way, unless you pan up, you really miss it. You really miss it. And since we're here focusing on details, right, then I'm looking for that. But if it wasn't for that, you can go by it and you don't even notice that it's being done by building blocks. So I think that is, again, something that is very exceptionally and well done. And then when we get to the end over here, we get another passage that leads you. And I like the pathing that she's using, right? We're using the wood stumps, so makes sense in the forest. You know, you're using that, you cut the tree, and maybe you make some pathing with the stumps as well. Okay, so let's go back, because I think the best way to approach it, we gotta pick a side. So this was the first entryway. So let's go right? Let's go with the first entrance that we found. So now, as you can see here, one of the first things that you see is the dance of the forest, something that we've been talking about already. But not just that, look how the path naturally curves. So the path is gonna curve, the flowers curve as well. So it's leading you to a specific area, and then look at this beautiful view. So I wanna get to this section right over here, because this, again, is enchanting, and that's what this is about. Look at how beautiful this forest look like. Now, this is one of the most beautiful walkways, beautiful just lanes that we see again. And then look at on the top, look on the top, look at all the lanterns again in the trees. I think this is brilliant. And again, the choice of lamp, because it's with the wood, so it makes it feel like these are branches coming up from the tree. So again, such an amazing design, such an amazing idea, and the attention to detail is all here. Now, as you can see, we're gonna cross the bridge. We're doing the little water pond. We got the big trees around here. Now, before we do that, you know, I want to take a real look, because it's part of the magic of this is, again, how full the forest feel. Like, it's really hard, right? It's really hard to tell what to see. And the reason that I like this, and I want to emphasize it again, is because is designed to be walked in a specific way to take you to these turns, not to see ahead of time until everything is revealed when you walk her properly. So I think when you are designing and that is your mindset, this is really cool to see and to experience, because the person Mai is really designing this for you to have an experience that she's actually doing for you, right? So take the password. Look at this section right here. Look at the feel, right? With the lamps, the two lamps that are right next to me, but then the ones that are hanging in the air. Look at the windmill right over here. This cluster right here of design, of the pathing, the made-up pond over here, the sitting benches, all the trees surrounding you, and then we get a walkway on the side that we want to take, and then we get another one towards this side over here. So this one kind of go around, so we want to take this one in real quick. And look at this. Now, something also that we need to experience and for you to see and understand is how beautiful ideas like this are, right? It's a little round area, but again, it still keeps that forest vibe. It gives you that look. The pathing looks great, and it's just an amazing idea, giving you options to walk around into here. Now we get the beautiful pond right over here. Everything is full. We get the beautiful pond with the beautiful plushie fountain in the back, and then we get the little sitting area that you can see. And look at this frame. Again, always thinking about framing, always thinking about composition. It's not just the way the frog is or the pond, but it's also the surrounding with the pathing, the beautiful tree, and again, the backdrop that it feels like a full forest once again. And then if you look at it on the opposite way, look at this. Again, it looks absolutely beautiful. We got trees. It's still very subtle, very hidden, so you can enjoy everything. Okay, so the walkway wants us to go this way. We also got a little archway over here that this one actually leads you to a little working table right over here. Look at this, right? And look at how this is actually kind of clever. I like that this is under the windmill, so they're using this as like it was a made-up building for the workbench, for the stool, and for the chest right over here. And then it lifts you out, so we don't want to see too much. Okay, so let's get back in here. And walk in here. Okay, so when you come on the bridge, right, we land right here. We went all the way around, so we want to take this turn over here. And again, it's the way she's making us walk the forest. I really like that. It's like, it's not like you can view the curve, right? Because for us, it was a lot easier to go straight. And I like that these entrances are so well kind of like they're sharp turns that makes you like, wait a minute, did I miss something? Like, it makes you want to explore the forest, right? I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the magic of the Enchanted forest, is having to discover the forest. Okay, so as we transition here, you see how we go from green and we start transitioning to this purple feel. So now we start getting like the purple lanterns, the purple lights, the purple string. We got the pergola with the purple lavender, and then everything starts turning. Now we get a beautiful bench over here with a beautiful light. Again, look at the composition here. Using this tree, planted as a bush, and when you look at it this way, you don't see it. It seems like a tree glowing. And then look at the sun, like a little spotlight with the little lights in the background. Really great composition, something very beautiful and nice and simple. But when you come over here, we got another beautiful like little picnic area right underneath the pergola, a little bit out of where the walkway, so you can enjoy the nature, not next to the pathing. I think that is also a really great choice. Well, let's get back on the pathing. Let's keep walking, right? Because we're entering this little purple area. Now, people that fan of purple, you're gonna love this. Look at this. Look at all of this decoration. Again, Enchanted forest. And it looks stunning. It looks so stunning. Now, this is a little bit chlorocore, I would call it that. It's very full. There's a lot of items all close together, but it still feels great. And look at the fountain, look at the little deer, look at the lights and the entrance. Now, one of the things that I like about this entrance is the double light entrance. So it makes you feel like you walking it not just on one, but you gotta go right underneath the two. It makes it feel a little more official. And then we added a little roof on the top over here just to give it a different shape for the building. So really, really great touch right there. And also by doing that, they were able to add again more hanging lamps right here. So really great choice, really great job. And then if we pan the camera around, you can see all the other items, the little fountains, the more lights to here. Now at night, this has to look absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see as it starts getting dark, if we get to that point, to see how everything looks. But as you can see, once we walk in here, look at one of the other things is, look at how magical this feels, right? This truly is magical. It feels great. I like the torches, by the way. You don't see many torches in the tours. Like, I don't see them as often. This is a good way to use them, especially on an entrance like this. I feel like it gives it so much more. You know, especially it gives you this orange color that we don't have, except for a little bit on the corner. So it's really, really great to see. Now we got a beautiful fountain in front of us, surrounded. And now there is a couple like a little steps, and then they put the little planters. You see the little steps? Little steps with little planters. What a beautiful touch. What a beautiful touch. But we're gonna get in here because we want to discover what's in here. And I have a feel like this is like a little, like kind of like a little botanical garden. We do have a little house in the back, so we're gonna go in there and see. Maybe they have a green thumb. Maybe this is the greenhouse. There is different ways you can tell this story. Look at it from the other angle. Like, look at it like this. Against Enchanted Forest. And I can't get away from saying that, because every time I look, all you see is the forest. And I think it's one of the best forests that I've seen in a while. That doesn't matter in what direction you look, in what way, in what form, all you see is forest, besides the walkways that Mai wants you to walk, right? Okay, so we're gonna go inside the house. The door opens, and now we're greeting again with more greenery. We got the little butterfly wallpaper. We got a beautiful sitting room area. We got the little bathtub surrounded with flowers, and then we got a little bedroom. So this is kind of like a little private home over here, right on the outside, a little in the corner of the forest. So maybe this is the neighbor of the other house. So that's really cool. You know, if you play like that, there could be neighbors. So that I like that idea. Maybe this is the guest home. And then we have another door. You know, it's a small house, you can see, doesn't take too much room. And then we get another beautiful way to go out, and leads you, for what I can see, through the forest to another building that we need to check, right? Okay, but before we go out there, we really want to take everything in. Now, beautiful corners like this are done so well. Everything is done by layering things up, so the attention to detail here is magnificent. The little clock on the wall looks real great. And then we got like this little study, work, potion area. I really like this. I think this, again, looks really good. I love the table. It looks like a table that you're going to work on. So the choices here of the items are being chosen to tell the story. Again, really on point. Really, really beautiful room and house. And again, this is one of the few houses that we see, extra houses, that is literally just one room and they made this. So this, again, this could give you ideas that you may not need a house and an extension. You may want to do something like this that's a little bit smaller. Again, behind the couch, I like how all this furniture is wrapped around. Really great touch, matching the couch, so it all blends in. It looks really great and looks really neat. Okay, so when we take this door leads us automatically to a beautiful walkway. As you can see, again, we get the walkway and we get the forest. And as you take a look, again, what breathtaking. It is absolutely breathtaking. So we get a beautiful walkway with all these pebbles right over here, these little pebble stone rocks. So again, blending with this, I think this is a great idea. We don't see many walkways, you know, because they do take items, but when you see them and when people do it like this, it is fantastic. It is fantastic. Okay, so on the side of the walkway, as you can see, we got the edge of the forest. So we're gonna continue to walk it right over here. We got beautiful flower. Again, continue this purple theme that it was all across over here, and the blue going with the inside the house and the outside. And look at this. So now this over here leads you to the garden. Now, I didn't see a way to come into the garden from the other side officially, so it must mean that this is the official way to come into the garden, because it really feels like you have an opening right here. You see the pathing leading you here, and then you get to the beautiful garden. Again, it leads you over here, so you can work on your scenes or on your preserves. And I like this right here. So something that Mai has done over here is the little edge work. You see the little edge work on the garden, going around, coming down, and then it leads outside of the garden. I like that touch. I think that touch is fantastic. I think it's really well done. And then when you come over here, look at the lights. The lights is also diagonal. I've seen people that do this, and then they do it diagonal again. Again, it gives it a different feel, right? A different feel when people are doing these gardens and this build. It's just a different composition. And again, beautiful garden. So really, really well done right over here. Okay, so we're gonna go out over here as well. As you can see, there's the pathing, right? I'm trying to see if there was an official pathing to come over here, but I don't think so. I don't see, because everything is edged out, everything is with the forest, so it's really good. But we do have a little, the little outhouse, little area out here. So you can come over here and do it if you're working on the yard. So, you know, adding that little extra because the small house didn't have a bathroom inside, so you gotta go outside. Okay, so we're gonna continue to walk. As you can see, the light are getting a little brighter. I think it's getting slowly a little darker. I love the candles. I love the transition, because we're going from like normal lights, right? You go for normal lights, this feel of light, this feel of like energy and all of that. And then when you take this turn right over here, everything shifts. Everything changes to candle. There's a little of magic in the air now, right? Now, when we come over here, look at this little walkway and design. Two benches together, they put in the pot, kind of like a made-up bridge. I love the two fountains on the side. Nice detail, by the way, nice detail. And then it leads you to this beautiful building, beautiful idea, and kind of like a little bar, outdoor area. Look at this. Now, this looks different than anything we've seen on the plot. Look at the light, look at the illumination again. Now, this is something that I've been seeing a little bit more and more, and I really love how people are blocking the back view with the building blocks. So this looks great, looks amazing, and the shelving is on point. I love the jukebox. Look at the cooler and the plushie. This plushie is excellent. This one or the fox, you know, those are the two goals right there. So that looks really great, really beautiful, and a little recreation outdoor bar area where everybody can have a great time, right? Composition is excellent. Like, truly take a screenshot. Maybe this will inspire you, and maybe you want to do something like this so you can get the idea. Take that screenshot right now and enjoy it. Okay, so when we come back out here, okay, it leads you back out. So it's like one way to go, one way. So there was a pathing leading you out here, so I want to take it real quick, and this leads you back to the Vairani Bay entrance. So that leads you back there, so we don't need to walk it. So that is great. So this leads you to another walkway on the side. So we're gonna take the walkway, and like I said, in this particular tour, I am trying my best to kind of stay on the walkway and not divert, because as we can see, the forest is a little mysterious, you know? You can get lost in the forest. So we want to stay on the path, right? And it's beautiful made and beautiful thought out. So when we go back over here, we want to get back to the bridge area where we were. This is where we took and we explored that whole section over there. If you can see behind the bench, that's where you see the garden area. So now we're going to continue to walk. And now we get to, now that it's getting dark, look at the beautiful lights, right? Look at the beautiful lights enchanting the walkway, illuminating the walkway, and not just the lamps, but also the flower and the lights on the bottom, all the candles together. There is such a beautiful composition here. Now, as you can see, we have, again, over here, the little garden area that we just saw. So we're going to continue to walk, and this is going to lead us to this under passage here. And then we see a bill. We see blocks. we see something surrounded with the tree, and it makes you wonder, what is this? So, you know, I guess we're gonna explore. So we're gonna come over here. So there is the section that we just came in. So we're gonna go now to the left. And as soon as we get over here, look at this. Check this out. So we see the stair where it's gonna lead us to here. So we get to another outdoor made up building. You can see the pillars where we got the support. So I like that they added this pillar for support. I think it just makes everything feel a little more real. And again, the beautiful lights. Now, I like all these lights. I think all the lights are working great on this plot. They're illuminating, they're giving you that enchanted feeling once again. And the mix between the lights and the candles and the hanging lanterns, lamps on the floor, the lanterns with the candles inside, candles on top of the chairs or on the desk or on furniture. All of that is working beautifully on this plot. Like, it actually works. It's working so well. So well. Okay, so now we get to this beautiful staircase. And this is something that I truly enjoy watching and truly enjoy seeing when people make beautiful stairs, and they take their time to try to make it as best as possible. And look at this. So we're gonna go in. Everything, you walk smoothly, very smoothly. And I feel like we're getting to kind of like a little treehouse fort area that I was feeling, because we got all these trees surrounding the area. We get another climb. And I love the tree in the middle. Now, I want to say that this is going to be one of my favorites so far, especially because the way it's designed. I really like having the tree in the middle like this, right? Like, it's the main tree. You're attaching the stuff around the tree. Of course, you got pillars for support, but then you got all these branches of this tree hanging out. So I really feel like it gives us such a great feel into the area. Now, look at these corners. We got illumination. We got the flowers. We got beautiful sitting area. Again, each of the corners, you have like all these flowers and fencing. Now, you could wrap around all fencing if you wanted, you know. There's a little opening. You better be safe. You know, you don't want to fall. So make sure. But I like the corners with the fencing. Looks really great. We got the couch. We got a little bed. So this is a little outdoor recreation area. And look at the composition here. Look at how beautiful they make this corner. We want to look at top, so we do have a little roof, so you know, if it rains or something, you are protected as much as you can. We got the plushies. The building blocks are being used as a counter or nighttime, like a nightstand table as well. And then everything with the pink and the purple looking really great job when it comes to here. And again, as you can see, the structure on this side it's just a little structure, nothing too complicated for you to build. Okay, so we get another beautiful archway, and this is gonna lead us to another section upstairs. So look at this, and it leads you to the secret spot. What a way! Okay, I want to say that it is a clever way to combine both builds. I never would have noticed that walking the forest. That is so great. And then we get more lights on the very top that I don't see that I can get up. Oh, there it is. You jump right there, and there we go. And you get the beautiful, again, view from the very top of your forest. This is cool. This is so well done, especially the stairs. We need to see the stairs again. So let me jump over here. Because when we were here, you could never would have told. You know, the forest is so dense. You see, it's so dense. It's so full. It's so well done that it's hiding a lot of this stuff, right? And I think it is working so good on this build, on this plot. I think that is the takeaway on here. Is how good she's making and hiding a lot of that other stuff that you don't see it until she's revealing it to you. And that is the greatest feeling when you walk this area. Okay, so as you can see around the outside, there's all these logs as well, you know, just giving you again that foresty vibe with that little with the little vines hanging off the wood. Okay, so this is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely great. So we're gonna continue to over here, and now the outside of the house on the back side is also forest. It's using the theme of the forest, so you even blend that. It's not like you face a wall. If you're not careful, all you see is trees. Brilliantly done. Okay, so as we continue the pathing, as you can see right here, again, using the building blocks to put in the lanterns. I like the little torch. This kind of splits over here. We get another beautiful sitting area around the house. So we got the pergola, beautiful seating. Look at the lights. Look at that arrangement right there. The open seating, the beautiful table, the beautiful lighting over here. And once again, it's just a beautiful corner, especially on these empty corners next to the homes. Once again, a beautiful idea and design. And then again, making the pines only grow to a certain height. Great choice when it comes to all of this. Okay, so we're gonna continue the pathing, continue to explore the enchanted forest. So this will lead you to the back end where you can take this trail on the side over here or on the back. So we want to go, instead of to the back, we're going to go to the sides, right? And we want to keep exploring. So now what we see the back end of the house. We got a beautiful porch, you know, back here. Very simple, very nice, just like a little outdoor deck, not too much. And sometimes ideas like this and this type of environment that we're on really comes a long way. You don't need all these extra items. Nice, just, you know, they're doing a little garden out here, you know, and keeping the vegetable in this particular area. So really well done, well designed. And then look at this. This is beautiful. It looks like a little outdoor house. You know what you call it? The little shed outdoor, where maybe they're keeping all the tools. That is beautiful, just as a composition, as a building, just to something to look at and add to the plot. Absolutely gorgeous, really well done. And it feels like vines are growing through it. Really great job, my. This is absolutely lovely. Look at that. Really great job. A really great job. Love that look. Okay, so we're gonna continue. We're gonna go through another edge. And I like when she gives you like intersections. Are you going this way and this way? I like that they decorated with the lights. I like that it's elegant. Sometimes the trees are framing this beautiful walkway entry. That little detail goes a long way to make it feel like you're going from one area to the other. Like having those little mini entrances that are not meant to be entrance, but they represent entrance. So really bring your mind on that. So okay, so when we come over here, see again, tree, lamp, great, so good. So we're gonna continue. We got smaller pines, as you can see. We got another beautiful outdoor sitting area. We got it with the beautiful fountain. We got the couch, we got the light, and then the trees kind of surround you here. Well done. And an official entryway with the archway when you come from the front of the house. So if you were coming this way, look at how it's framed. Now again, I like this stuff, and this is a little bit trickier because if you can feel you're curving on the path, then you land and you get the frame of the fountain, frame it with everything. And look at the trees. This is very clever designing right here, because the one pine tree is on the front and the other one is in the back, the diagonal like this, right? But they feel like they together, like they frame in the empty space. Instead of having empty space that your eyesight can go, your eyesight automatically goes down the middle of the archway. So that's what we call a little focal point. So when you're coming from over here, watch. Let me give you, let's get back to the house, right? So let me see. I'm a little lost here. Okay, so over here. Okay, so if you were coming from the house or from any other entryway, when you go like this and you come this way, and look how we turn, right? So we're turning. The frame is really hidden between the pine trees, so you already start seeing inside the tunnel, right? Because that's the effect that we're looking for. And when you see inside the tunnel, then you get the beautiful framework of the fountain. See how amazing that is? And then it can turn and go here. So the fountain is not where it wants to lead you, right? If you follow the pathing, you turn, right? But it's a focal point into your turn. And then look what happens when you turn. You get the opposite. You get a beautiful view of a beautiful lane, beautiful lights, beautiful trees, What a great composition. What a great composition, and making that those focal points and transition very fluid, very beautiful to experience. Okay, so we have another entrance towards the house over here. So we're not gonna go inside the house. We're gonna come over here, take all this, and as you can see, it's all forest, right? All we see is all just the forest. We're gonna come again, and this leads you back into the front of the house. And here we are, front of the house, that I kind of want to see now that all the lights are on. And that is just absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. You know, I already said it, but I want to say, I think it was very clever of mine to really add that little orange. That little orange, it's such a nice glow. It's such a nice glow. It looks so good. But I love this walkway. I love this walkway. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go inside the house, right? We wanna experience what we have in the house. So again, this is like a magical enchanted forest. So we're gonna enter what I feel like is more like a cabin structure, because you're in the forest. And look at this. Oh, that is so good. You guys are becoming so clever using the building block. This, to me, right here, this little step and standing right here, I feel like, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a little outdoor restaurant or something. I feel like they come over here, they grab the food, and then they take it over here. There is something here that is really great. But even if that's not the case, right? I love the design. I really love the design inside the house, especially this. Like when you have big openings like this and you put in those beams like that, it really gives it such a different feel, a different structure to what is being created. Now, this is gonna lead us into the kitchen. I love that wheel. And again, look at the building blocks, using the building block to give you a little accent, just a little bit, something different to look at when you inside this room, to make it different than any other kitchen that was in Palia. And that's the excitement part about building blocks. Just creating those accent wall, accent column, right? That little differential. Maybe you just want to wrap around that corner so it just feels different. You know, think about stuff like that. Think outside the box. All right, so we got the beautiful counter over here. A really nice kitchen that really suits the theme that we got going on. I love that we got the purple. I love this pillar. I mean, the pillar is still in the show. Inside this kitchen, it is just, because it's just, you don't need it, but it's so beautiful to look at. It's beautiful as a design and composition. It's such a good choice. I approve the choice. All right, so we got aquariums, we got plants. You know, you can think about it like they're getting the herbs right there. You know, oh, I need a little basil, I need a little bit, and they grab the leaves and they throw it, right? So I like that idea. And it's such a great composition. Beautiful kitchen that goes with the theme of what we got going over here. Now the main room, you know, let's give it a really good look on the main room as you walk in here. So we got the door that we came in, we got the other door that leads you back out to the side of the house. And again, look at the way it's decorated. It fits, the atmosphere is perfectly for the outside, fits perfectly on the inside. I like this greenery, but not just the greenery, but I like all the wood tones that we got in here. And I like, again, that we're carrying what's outside, carrying that theme that is the enchanted forest. So again, Maya is doing amazing job, and it just feels so clean. You can walk, you got the spacing, but the corners are beautiful corners with beautiful layer like this right here. This corner is fantastic. I love the fountain. I love that we got the tall plant. I like the light that is just right there. But then we got that little curtain in the back just to give it that little feel to it, right? That is what I love when people do stuff like that. They create this little cluster corners and they work with heights and elevation and color. Fantastic. And then over here we have one more little room that is kind of the little bedroom. Man, I love how she framed that window. Look at that window being framed with the lock. That is a first for me. I've never seen it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and especially on houses like the theme like the that is all about magical forest enchantment. I think more people need to start doing that. I It's lovely. It's so lovely. And again, we get the beautiful bath again, carrying that nature feel, and I like it. And I know I mention it a lot, but I'm so happy that she actually carry what's on the outside and it's also reflected on the inside, right? And what's reflected on the inside is reflected on the outside. I think it balances everything out, right? And it's keep everything in theme, and it makes you feel again. These people love nature, love the forest, love to discover the wonders of what nature has to offer. So I really like that part of the story. And again, it just looks great with all that. And again, very important that the full window is not completely blocked. I like that you can still see through the middle. It's kind of blocked, but you can still experience the view on the outside. So I think it's working out really great. I think I like what they did here. It's a little full, but I think it looks great. I think it still looks great. All right. This was such an amazing enchanted forest. And again, I'm gonna have to say it. I mean, truly, it wasn't just a forest in the front. It wasn't just a forest in the side. It wasn't just, a little section that had a little forest and then it opens up. We're gonna take this pathing over here because we haven't taken this one. But there was truly a complete forest, where it's guiding you to see beautiful areas that are meant to be seen when you take the walkways. And then we get to another beautiful fountain. Look at all the deers, look at all the lights, and look at how the trees are going around in a circle. Once again, creating a beautiful feel. It's just making it feel enchanted. Making it feel enchanted. And the walkways, there is so much to talk about, even more. The detail, the little candles on the floor, the little wheelbarrows, the lighting. The lighting alone, there is such a good balance, right? You may think that there's a lot of lights, but it never feels overdone. It never feels overbright. It always feels like it's the right amount of light that it was needed. Look at that. But I think the best view, if we're talking about views, this view right here. If I can stand when there is no turning off, I don't have to pass it. Or maybe I do it right here and do it like this. There we go. This view for me right here truly feels magical. It truly feels special. I like the lights, I like the decoration, and I like everything. And you know what? I need to take a screenshot. I need to take a screenshot. It's beautiful design right there. It really, the composition is amazing. It truly is. I want to say thank you, truly. Thank you so much for such an experience. You created a true forest, and that is what is so special about this. Is how dense the forest, and it's all over. It's not in one corner. It's not just in the back. It wasn't just in the front. It was a complete forest, and you weave yourself around, cut down portions of the forest to build what you needed. So I like the creativity that you with nature here, right? Complete nature, very involved, and that alone, you created such a beautiful story. And it's just breathtaking, truly breathtaking. So thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come in, to talk about your design, to represent your work, to explain how amazing your composition and the hard work that you put in today on this build, because truly you have done something that is truly spectacular. And guys, don't forget that if you go to the Discord, go to the Palia Tour sign up tab, go over there, raise your hand, a little emoji, give me a little wave, I will see it, and we can start our conversation started to see when can I come and see your plot, so we can talk about everything that you've done, all the design, all the composition, and just break it all down. But guys, after that, I do want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you all on the next one. All right, guys, See you later. Bye. Okay. I know I said bye. I can't believe I did it again. I'm not used to doing tours when it come here. First of all, we do that little reaction. This is truly magical. It is amazing. It is truly magical. And don't forget that if you want to experience it, if you want to learn and see it with your own eyes, don't forget to come over here, check out the plot, give it a reaction, give it the love and the recognition that it deserves. And now we're officially done. Bye.